everybody, this is Stephanie. Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to share what's on my desk right now for December daily. So I have a big stack of collections, and before you say that is way too much, hold up. I am actually behind for December daily, and I mentioned that in a previous video. So I need to do 2023, 2024, and then work on 2025. 2022 is pretty much complete except for a couple of pocket pages that I need to just place the photos in and call it a day. So I'm hoping on my plate that in December I will share a flip through of that and give you some tips and just daily inspiration. So being 3 albums behind, or I guess 2 albums behind before I can be present, kind of gave me the idea that I can pick and choose the stories that I want to document. Right off the bat, I do want to mention 2024 is not something that I will share as much. I think that was a really hard year. We had brought my daughter home from hospice, and yeah, it was rough. I am so grateful for the photos that we got. My daughter is not in hospice right now. She's doing really well. But I'm not going to hold any pressure on sharing any of those stories, those pages for 2024. For 2023, I noticed in my photos this color combination. There was a lot of blue for my son's sweater, along with the traditional colors, and I love that they added in not just this beautiful pale blue, but darker blue. They also added in that soft pink, you guys. So I have most of the products regarding this collection. Happy Holidays by Echo Park. And here are the stickers. And the next collection that I want to pull in, it is A Perfect Christmas by Lori Whitlock. It does have that craft inside here as an accent, but I feel like it still has the traditional colors, and I think it'll go good with each other. So I don't have a lot of embellishments regarding this collections since they are older. This is why I'm incorporating them in my each of the albums. And here are the stickers in the background. I love the way that Santa looks. I don't know what it is. A cute little reindeer as well. I do have a different setup with the camera, so work with me on that. And the album for that one was for 2022. I'm sorry, 2023. I think this is 2023. Yes, it is this Rude Grain album, so I thought that it worked good with that collection, that second collection. Now, I wanted to get into depth regarding how I have managed to be behind, but what I did so that way I am successful when I come back to documenting. So I normally would type out my stories for the month and then just have some kind of note. And then I would print the photos. So I went ahead, before I put this album away each year, I wrote down the stories, and sometimes I have them as a rough draft in July, what I anticipate, and then at the end I have a final draft, I think right there, final draft of what actually happened, which is what I love about this project is, although you can sit here and plan and plan and plan, you don't really know 100% what are your actual memories going to be of. So, and after I have set that up, then I go ahead and do some prep pages here that I did during present time. So I place those on top, and then I have the embellishment and the numbers that I want to use. So I have that all within the album ready for me to attack. And I did all the full page photos, and I want to say I'm roughly between 80 to 90% on the smaller photos. But I found myself that there goes the blue that I'm referring to. This is why I want to use that collection. But yeah, so I just found myself not wanting to come back to this project when I don't have the photos, especially the big page photos printed. So this motivates me to get started. So I have all the stuff that I need to get started, along with the ephemera. I don't know why that's in there. The ephemera. I just have loose papers to separate things and kind of place my ideas. And apparently I wanted to keep the wrapping paper. Oh, I love this wrapping paper, and my family knows me so well, and I love the journaling that it has on there of my kids' handwriting. It's just adorable. Okay, so that is for 2023, and I just shared my collections that I'm going to be using for that one. And the next album is 2024. Alrighty, this is 2024. I again have a ton of the ephemera here. I have a pink album since this is the year that my daughter was born. And the pink album is from scrapbook.com. And we were just celebrating her making it home. And I have a lot of photos. So I again have my final draft of the stories that I want to share, and again I have all of my ephemera, real life ephemera, and just so many goodies that I want to place in here, and some ribbon and things like that. So all of that is in there. I don't have the smaller photos printed out, but I can go back and get that done, and yeah, we'll go from there. And this is just a separation paper. And for this album here, I'm going to have two collections. It's going to be the Have a Holly Jolly Christmas by Larry Whitlock. I love this collection. This is also the year we had chose to get a Grinch tree, and I love that this green kind of reminds me of it, since it's not like a darker green. And the other collection that I'm going to be using is this one, so I can incorporate the pink. And here we have that. Look at this beautiful collection. I'm so excited to use it. I have more of the products regarding this collection, and this is just going to be my standalone, my add-on of additional papers. Oh, I just love the pink that's added in here. So I'm going to make those two collections work. Alrighty, for 2025, this year, I don't have a plan. All I have is, it's going to be a red album. I love the collection that I'm going to pull from. And the only thing that I have set up right now is this calendar from LA Studio, because it has the date. And inside, I knew I wanted to use some of these older cards that I've had in my stash. So I'm going to try and use them. Of course, I don't know if I'm going to get to, but yes. And what else do I have in here? Oh, and some pattern papers from the stack. The paper stack that I really want to try and use. I'm going to pull out more, of course, but so far this is what I have in there. Let me get those back in. Alrighty. For 2025, I'm so excited to get into this collection, Baking Spirits Bright. I have been eyeing this collection, and I couldn't wait until it went on sale. So glad I did wait. I'm so excited that I waited for the sale from Echo Park. It was actually for Black Friday, and it came so fast. I got as many products as I can, and I don't know why I love this mint. I love the dark greens. This year was gingerbread, and so I will try and incorporate some pink. I'm sorry guys, it's going to be a given. I have a lot of pink outfits for my daughter, and I'm just happy to be able to add in that pink in here. Love the mint that this cute little bow is. Oh, so adorable. And the next collection that I'm going to also be pulling in for 2025 is this Nutcracker theme. I know it's very specific, both of them, like All Things Baking, and this one like Nutcracker, but I feel like they are pretty generic enough to use throughout the month. And I do have a few items of this collection as well. There is possibly a third collection that I want to bring in for this year. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like it makes sense since it's in the gingerbread theme. I just don't have a lot of products, I believe, with this collection. Maybe just the ephemera, so that kind of gets me to want to just throw it in as well to go with the theme. But I feel like, again, that maybe just too much paper. So let's see. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I am filling all three. We shall see. Let me share the stickers. I really like this paper right here, this kind of goldish yellow. And let's share the stickers here in the back. And I'm going to go ahead and share the gingerbread stickers as well, because why not? Ah, adorable. Oh, the macaroons. Oh, I love. Yeah, see, and then I have that little Baking Spirits Bright. I feel like they're meant to go together, so I could save the Nutcracker one for another year, since I do have a lot more products of this to where I can use it as a standalone, should I consider that. We will see, but I really want to use this paper right here. I love these papers. Okay, we have to decide on that one, guys. Oh, I feel like the theme just go together really good, though. You guys, I can't decide. I thought I decided before I got on camera. I am a liar. Alright, you guys, so this is the collection that I'm going to be working with. I will be sharing in another video the breakdown of the stories that I want to document for the month, along with the surprise mix from 2025. 2025 is going to go based on the current mood and the current story that I end up having. But for the other albums, I have the stories there, and I'm going to pick and choose, like, oh, I really want to share the story. It's still fresh in my mind, and I know what I want to journal, and I'm really excited on how I want to document it. So I am aiming for 5 different stories from each album at least. So, and a flip through of 2022, maybe once a week. I'm hoping for at least once or twice a week, maybe share one process and then a share of what I got done. So this is my 2022 album right here, and that's going to be the album that I share here in a couple of days. I do have excess papers here that I want to fold and put in a pocket in the back. So this is how it looks. This is an Echo Park, and I use like 3 or 4 collections, I believe, in this one. Yeah, Simple Stories, Ellie Studio, and I think I used a little bit of Simple Stories Mix of Mingo. I think that's what it was. So yeah, I just used quite a bit. I love my full page photos. I just have to finish off a couple layouts that I have right here to complete, and then I will be sharing that flip through. Alright, you guys, I need to get started. Comment down below, let me know if you're working with any of the collections that I have here on my desk. Also comment if you are doing a past year or if you're working in the present. Alright, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.